This game was fantastic. The Bucks falling to the Celtics 116-108, leaving the Eastern Conference semis tied at 2 games apiece. This series now moves back to Boston. Giannis scored a game-high 34 points, but only had 6 in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee getting outscored by 15 in the final period. Shannon, you continue to say that Giannis is the best player on the planet. So how much is he to blame for last night's loss?
None, because you have to realize that, I mean, obviously they lost the game, and I don't really know what else Giannis can do. He's playing without a second-best player who's 3-time All-Star in Chris Middleton, and Holiday has been terrible. I mean, I wish I can say it in a nicer way, but True Holiday has been awful. He shot 7 of 20 in the first game. He was 5 of 22 last night. He was 11 of 30. So for the series, he's shooting 23 of 72. I don't know what percent that is. My math is not that good, but I can assure you that's bad. Because if he was shooting 23 or 46, that would be 50%. So, but he's missed 20 more shots than that. Actually, he's missed 26 more shots than that. So he's been bad, Skip. And Giannis, it's basically, this is a two-man. It's two-man. It's like Giannis go one-on-one, try to get to the rim. He either finishes at the rim or he tries to kick. Holiday goes one-on-one, tries to get to the rim or kicks. That's it. Everybody else is just standing around, and they're going to have to go. They're going to have to trust some of these other guys to make shots. You're going to have to trust Cottington. You're going to have to play Bobby. I don't know, all of a sudden, you don't want to play Bobby Portis. What the hell is that, for 15 minutes?
I don't know.
I mean, basically, Skip, I mean, Giannis, it is so hard, and this is why and I hate that it's happening, but in a way, I'm glad. Because you see how much energy it takes out of you to drive the basketball? Because that's Giannis's game. Giannis is drive the ball, lay it up, dunk it on you. It takes a lot out of a man. What you think is harder, running the ball 30 times a game or throwing the ball 30 times a game? Giannis is a running back because he's trying to get downhill, Skip. He's not getting any easy shots. He doesn't really have a mid-range. Yeah, he can make an occasional mid-range. He's been awful from the 3. If I'm not mistaken, he's 2 of 12 from the 3. So there's nothing coming easy to him like a Kevin Durant or like a DeRozan that has a mid-range game. So it is so hard, and he's breathing. It's taking so much out of him because they're doing a great job of setting up the wall, Skip. He shot over 50% in the regular season. He's down to around 43.5%, 44% in this series. They've done a great job of building the wall. And when he beats one, for the most part, they're smart looking to draw a charge. Or there's Al Horford. Robert Williams didn't play last night. Ty's got a little minute. But you got Tatum tugging at the ball. You got Jaylen Brown tugging at the ball. They've done a great job, Skip. What Phoenix didn't do of building the wall.
That's a fact.
Making Giannis exert a lot of effort. Mm-hmm. But with no Middleton, Skip, I can focus all my attention on Holiday. And we just saw the Brooklyn series. I don't care if you got the best player. You're not beating that team. And Skip, I want somebody to show me. Now, I'm going to need somebody to pull some tape. Al Horford's been in the league, 12, 14, 15 years. I need somebody to show me two games in which he's played in his career that was better than the games that he played last night and Saturday. I want to see those 2 games in which Al Horford, back-to-back, has played like that. Skip, he was sensational in the fourth quarter. Hell, in the fourth quarter, he was the best player on the court. And then Jason Tatum. How long did you think you were going to be able to hold him down? And Skip, you know he's a guy. Once he gets it going, he see 1 or 2 go in, now he's going to pull up from 25 on you. Now he's going to drive the ball. Skip, I knew it was over, but I think it was about 2 minutes. The dude was parallel to the floor. He throws it up and he goes, I said, well, that's it. I don't need to watch anymore. They're not losing this game. So Giannis can only do so much. Giannis is the best player on the court. But to me, without Middleton, the Celtics have the best team. And they were sensational. You got 2 guys gave you 30, and your backcourt gave you 36 between the two of them, Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. So for me, Skip, unless they get Grayson Allen comes along for a ride, Skip, Holiday, bruh, if you don't play better, you about to be on a holiday. Holiday about to be on a holiday if he doesn't play better than what he's played these first 3 games. I know they won 2 of it, but before. I know they won 2, Skip, but Holiday's been terrible. Good and terrible.
You finished?
Yes.
I'm about to unleash on the quote-unquote best player on the planet. On the 1 to 10 scale of blame for last night's loss, I'm going to an 8 for Giannis, only because day after day after day after day after day, I have to sit over here and hear you say he's the best player on the planet. I don't agree. I don't see it. I don't believe it. And the last 2 fourth quarters are proof positive he is not the best player. You say, who is? Well, Kevin Durant was until this same Boston team knocked him right off that throne onto his backside. And I think that Joel Embiid has an opportunity tonight in Miami to make a statement. I am now back to being the best player on the planet. I think Embiid is better than Jokic, who just won back-to-back MVPs, and I definitely think he's better than Giannis because he strikes more fear than either of those guys.
I disagree.
He's got more cold-blooded killer in him than either of those two guys. So what happened last night? Why is he in large part to blame? Well, it all started with 10:56 left in the third quarter. If we could see what happened, Giannis dunked on Al Horford. I can't remember if he dunked on him.
He dunked on him.
Yeah, he dunked on him. If we could see this, and he stared and glared him down after the, he dunked on him, and then he gave him the mean mug, and Al immediately started shaking his head, yes, 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 because a tech was immediately called for taunting.
Hey, did you see what his wife tweeted?
No.
Al Horford's wife tweeted, say, that's where you messed up. She didn't say mess. She used the F word.
Okay, well, that is true. I'm surprised she used the F word because Al is a very spiritual man, and I don't think he curses at all.
I don't think so, but she said that's where you messed. That's where you effed up at. Well, I've seen that look before.
Okay, well, I'm sure she has. I love that. Okay, but if we could see what Al said after the game about that flashpoint moment in this series, please.
I don't really know what he said to me, but the way he was looking at me and the way that he was going about it really didn't sit well with me. And at that point, I think just something switched with me.
Whew. Do you realize this is Al Horford, as even keel a basketball player as there is on this planet?
Yes.
He's played in 132 playoff games, so he's far more seasoned than anybody on the Celtics roster, because next down the list is Marcus Smart at 74. So it's 132 playoff games to 74, and then it goes down, down, down.
Right.
So this is still a very young playoff basketball team, except for him. And they got him back in the Kemba Walker deal. Kemba went to Oklahoma City, and Al returned to Boston.
Right.
And that was a sweet deal for Boston because they needed his veteran calmness and presence. But for once, he got very emotional because he did not like that because he doesn't play that. And he's not going to let Giannis give him that because I don't think he views Giannis as a really tough guy. There's some fake toughness.
Well, you see, here Jaylen Brown got into it.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown said, get your head off my...
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there because that's why Giannis is factoring into my blame scale here. Okay.
Oh, he got him going.
Okay, so how did Horford respond after you just saw what he said after the game? What was the next big play in the game? Well, it was the play of the whole series because it came with 9:51 left in the fourth quarter, and it set everything in motion. He repaid him, if we could see this. This one took my breath away. I did not see this coming. Boom. And then he got him back a little bit. He got him a little bit. And you can't tell me there wasn't some intent on the follow-through elbow. And again, it's a dead ball foul because the play has been blown dead, but then he gives him a little bit of a pop with the elbow in the nose.
Take that with you.
Yeah, just here. You know, now we're even, right? Okay, so he gets a technical. He doesn't get a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2 because it's dead ball. So he gets a technical. I'm cool with that. And I'm sure Al Horford was cool with that. And then he follows that up at 8:08. If we can see the next play that was monumental to this game, another flashpoint moment. Here comes Al Horford.
The three on the break.
Yes.
The transition three.
He says, give me the ball. I got this. And he rips it as clean as you can rip it. And would you believe that gave them the lead for the first time by 3 points?
Yes.
And then all this, look at this. When he did that, I said, what? Here we go. The door just got slung wide open. And guess who ran through the open door? Jason Tatum did, then Jaylen Brown did, then Marcus Smart did. And they're all making shots out of their you-know-what, right? Because they were. Because Al Horford set the tone. He changed the series with the dunk and the three. And I will always remember this game as the Al Horford game because it just was.
I think everybody's going to remember. But Skip, we talked about this last week. Remember Phoenix playing the Pelicans? I said, Skip, they missed 3 shots. Well, Boston say, you never seen anything like that? Watch us. They missed 3 shots the entire fourth quarter. You're not losing, Skip. You're not losing the game. They scored 43 and missed 3 shots.
43?
And it's not like Milwaukee is a slouch defensive team. They got 3 guys that will challenge you at the rim with Giannis, Lopez, and Portis. They got a tremendous on-ball defender in Holiday.
I agree.
And they went and got 43.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so now you brought this up. Let's go to 127 left, and let's see what Jaylen Brown did after Giannis hard fouled him.
I think he thought he shoved him.
Yeah, and he goes out of bounds.
He said,
and here we go. And Giannis says, hey, that's okay. And he tries to put an arm around him, and he just slaps him off. Don't do that to me.
That's what my granddaddy do. Your dad grab a kid by the back of his neck and be squeezing. But get your hands off me.
Get your hands off me. Right. And I love that because that shows you this Celtics team. I've told you again and again, Ime Udoka instilled a backbone in this team.
They built different.
Defensive toughness.